welcome to The Conscious Spirit. I'm Pam.
I'm Mari-Lyn. Together, we are TCS, Everyday Psychics. First things first.
Yes.
We have a 3-minute video that is thanking our subscribers that also has a giveaway in it. So please check that out. Become a subscriber and leave your comments or questions below to be entered into a giveaway.
Yeah, it needs to be on that thread.
Yes.
To be put into
the drawing.
The drawing. Thank you. Couldn't think of that name.
Yeah.
That word.
So.
Yeah. Yes.
So do that.
Yes.
And thank you. We appreciate you all.
Yes. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
New Year's Eve
it is.
Today.
Yes.
Goodbye 2021.
Bye, 2021.
Yes.
Moving on to better things.
Yes.
So today we have kind of a sensitive, a sensitive one. So
yes.
this will be interesting.
Yes, and I'm going to stop there. I'm getting a little poke from my
your team.
Yes.
Okay.
The giveaway that you were just talking about is time sensitive. Most of these you can watch at any time, but that particular one.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We put it up yesterday, which was December 30th, 2021.
Yes.
And we are closing it out end of day January, did we say 3rd or 2nd?
Sunday, that would be the 2nd.
End of day 2022.
Yes.
So, okay. All right.
Good one.
Yes. So, okay. Yes, this is a sense of this. This is, so the paranormal nightmare was requested, I think by a couple of people. The Foreman brothers, I guess, is their name. The one we're choosing to do is a haunting in Michigan. And there are 3 questions that they want answered, apparently, in this video. There was a girl by the name of Cassandra Ray, and she died. And the family wants to know, was she killed or was it suicide?
Yeah.
Another question would be, did her children watch that happen, or were they witness to it?
Right.
And the third question is she still in the house? So there's 3 questions there.
Okay. And those were all asked, if I'm correct, those were all asked in an interview that we do not get to watch. Is that right?
I'm not sure if that's when it was asked or not.
Okay.
I know it was asked within the video somewhere, and the first part of the video was taken out, so we're not influenced by that. So whatever happened there, we don't know. We did look into this prior to turning on the camera, and we received a lot of information. So this was more of a psychic look than a mediumship look.
Agreed. Yeah.
And there was a lot of stuff that came up for both of us that's very sensitive.
Yes.
And we're not sure how much we want to say. We don't know how much. It could come up in the video and then we could talk about it.
Right.
But
exactly.
we just don't feel like it's really our place to talk about a lot of the stuff that we got.
Right. Now that would be different had the family directly contacted us.
Yes. Absolutely.
Even though they've put it out in a public forum,
yes.
We haven't been asked directly. So.
Right. And it just feels like that's none of our damn business to be talking about it.
Yeah.
That's their business. And so we decided, well, there wasn't even a decision to make.
Really.
We both kind of looked at each other and said, we can't say that.
No.
Because we both separately looked, and then we come together and talk, and the information was dead on, exactly the same.
It was.
So we know that it's at least very close to what we got. And so we want to stand in our dignity and allow this family their dignity. So if it comes up, we will discuss it. If it doesn't, not saying. But we will try to answer those 3 questions.
Yes.
Because that is apparently why they wanted this done in the first place, was to get those questions answered. We're just not going to go into some of the backstory stuff that we got.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
Should we get started?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do la la.
All right.
Okay. Ready?
You ready? We got logged out.
We did.
Here we go. Season 8, episode 6.
Okay, so we just wrapped up the interviews. We're going to start the investigation. This is another case where the family believes that their daughter did not commit suicide and something else happened, that she may have been murdered. And they've been experiencing all kinds of stuff here inside the house, especially here in this garage, which is kind of like a hangout area where the whole family used to hang out. So we're going to try to communicate with Cassie Ray or whatever spirits may be inside this house and see if we can get some answers as far as what happened to her the night that she died.
Uh-oh.
Cassie's 7-year-old daughter found her hanging on the back door.
This doesn't usually happen to me. Cassie's here. She just came in. She has crossed all the way over.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is saying, so one thing that we take with us is regret. And watching what's happened to her family since her suicide. She has a lot of regret around that. She tries to comfort, I'm getting her mom, she really, really tries to comfort her mom. A sister maybe, it's either a sister or a really good friend, something like that. And she,
Woo!
sorry. She is happy and healthy now for the most part. Like when you get crossed all the way over like that into that high vibration, what we might call heaven, it's beautiful and she has healed. So whatever the dysfunction was, whatever the depression and the sadness, and can you feel her, the absolute despair that she was in at the time of the suicide is really...
I think that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Is her despair. When you said that she was here, I did pick up on that, but I didn't stay in that. I am not connected with her.
Yeah, she's directly connected with me. And she really wants her mom to know that it wasn't her mom's fault. Her mom did the best she could. There was nothing anyone could have done. There's nothing anyone could have done to prevent this from happening. It was her free will, and she believed that was her only way out. And she loves everyone so very much. And she has that guilt, which now, so for those of you who, that is, I'm not real heavy on the word karma, but she now gets, or there is a get in that.
Yes.
To work out that karma now. And she can try and help the family as much as she can with that, but what will very likely happen is she has to come back into life again, to another life, and choose a different option. So she'll be put into a very similar situation, and she will have to choose that option of not committing suicide to break that karma. So
Well put.
thank you.
Yeah.
So usually you're the one that this happens to, and it was me today. So, and
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
I am
and
going
honored that
I
she
am
would
going to
come
say
in.
that she chose you because going by your reaction, I would have been a puddle under the table in the fetal position and not able to share anything that Cassandra really wanted to share. So she chose well. Thank you, Cassandra.
Yes, I am honored and grateful. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful, and she's gone now. She really wanted that to come in, and hoping that her family will see this, because that's what she wants to say.
Just beautiful.
So, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we don't need to do this video now. We are all.
Well,
so I want to make sure that that's plugged in. Okay.
shall we continue?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have, did she, her manner of death was suicide. So we have that right from Cassandra.
And when the police got there, they just assumed it was suicide. So the police said suicide, and the family believes there's no way their daughter would have committed suicide at that time, and that she was possibly strangled, and then the whole thing was staged. We do have cameras inside the house. If you guys can see right back here, the camera in the bedroom, Cassie's ashes are in that closet, and they do have all kinds of experiences inside the house. Just walking through here, that back part of the house, and at the time I had no idea that her ashes were back there. And I told the mom that that room felt creepy, but her ashes are in there.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop that really fast. The ashes have nothing to do. Cassie is clear of that. It means nothing to her.
No.
That was they're just ashes of the vehicle that she had while she was in life.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
Having someone's ashes in your home does not mean you are going to have paranormal activity.
no.
It only means that you loved that person so much that you want that reminder of them.
Yes.
Yeah. And I speak from personal experience, so there.
Yeah. And that's really very, very comforting for some people, as it is for you. That's not real comforting for me. It doesn't matter. Neither one of us is right or wrong. It's just the way it is. And there are some people which I this is making more sense now. Some of the stuff that, one of the things that we picked up on before, mom can't let go. And not that, and believe me, losing a child has to be the most horrible thing to go through in your life. So please don't think that I'm saying, oh, mom needs to get over it, because I'm not at all. But mom has an unhealthy attachment, I think, to the ashes, which can happen because that's her daughter.
Right.
She's not seeing it as a spirit, the spirit of her daughter. She's holding on to that physical 3D piece of her daughter that's there. Yeah.
And healing can come to mom, so
Yeah. Yes. And we're praying for that, certainly.
Yeah.
All right.
To me, this room's got a creepy feel to it.
Yeah.
Any spirits inside this house, or Cassie Ray, if you can hear us, we've got a camera back where your ashes are. If you could close one of those doors, we would appreciate it.
And remember, Cassie
They
is
say that
out
they
there.
hear you and see you out here. My name is Josh, this is Rocky and Sean, and we travel all over the country helping families like your moms. Can you come out and talk to us?
There is a lot of energy in that garage, a lot of energy in the
Sean,
home.
put your camera up there. EMF's going off. Thank you if that was you, Cassie. So maybe something moved close to it. Cassie, if that's you, can you walk towards it again? I can have Sean back up a little bit. We want to find out what happened to you the night that you died.
So Cassie may
You hear, like,
come
walking on wood
in
floors.
during this time and
They say this corner right
be
behind me
present
is
there
where
or
they
something,
feel
but
her
if
spirit and
she's
hear
not
things.
the one when they say haunted home
And
or
Cassie
whatever,
used to always
she's
sit in
not
the
the
chair
one
right
doing
here
that.
with her feet up when she
Right.
smoked
Okay?
cigarettes
So
and
I want
stuff
to
out
make sure
here.
that I'm clear when I say that.
Cassie, the police put that you committed suicide. Is that what happened to you? Maybe she just set it off to let us know that she was out here with us. Can you hit something for us?
So they keep showing that orb, and it's just really energy. It's not intelligent.
That's what I heard on the wood floors.
Yeah.
Let me go shut this light off real quick. We're inside the house right now.
So
If anybody's in here with us,
are you going to say what you got prior to this about what you think is there, or do you want me to just blurt it out? Or are you going to?
Ooh, you mean the P word?
Yes, that word. I keep waiting for her to say it, and she's not saying it.
I haven't said it yet because it just hasn't felt like there's been a big enough anything happen.
Okay, so we'll just wait.
Okay.
Just know something's coming.
Something's coming.
She knows. She's got it, and I'm totally picking up on it now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's totally coming in now. So she got something for you, but I'm not saying it yet. All right.
can you let us know, please? Is the father, are you inside this house?
The father is there.
You're not hearing that?
Is her father
Emma's voice.
not living?
Like walking?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's where I heard
We did pick up on
voice.
sort of a,
Cassie, we talked with your mom and your sister
Look at
earlier.
That flashing green light
They said that
behind
they
him
missed
was
you.
theirs.
And they want to find out what really happened to you that night. Let's move back to that room where her ashes are, because that room, you'll see when you get back there, just feels creepy.
Okay, I'm really gonna tune into this room because I think it's creepy because of
yes, your secret.
You hear that?
Yeah. Do you feel it
Mm-hmm.
in that room? It's making my stomach flip.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think it feels creepier back
Okay, let
here.
me know
Yeah.
if you need anything.
Holy
Um,
crap.
no,
my
no, I'm
battery
good.
just
Are
went.
you gonna tell?
I'm gonna tell.
Okay, let me
from
stop it.
30.
Yeah. So there is a poltergeist in this house. I'm not gonna say who's created it right now,
Okay. Okay.
but it is one of the living people has created it, and it's really strong in this room. It's like in this room, it's almost like a whirling dervish.
Ooh. Okay. Yow.
Yeah. I believe this poltergeist existed before Cassandra's death, and it has grown in intensity since her death. The trauma and the anguish that this person is feeling has just really fed into this energy, and it's pretty icky in that room. Yeah.
So, I know we've talked about this before, and the word poltergeist is out there everywhere,
Everywhere.
right?
Yep.
Everyone has whatever. but they start out being created by a person with a lot of emotional turmoil, and now I'm feeling that, and I'm struggling here, and that's where it's created. It starts within, and then that energy builds up and creates its own entity outside the person, is very attached to that person. If that person gets upset, it gets upset. Like, it's very connected. And then very rarely, but can happen, it can actually just separate from that person and be totally its own entity on its own. Tell me what I don't want to say, because this is your thing.
I do not think that has happened yet.
Yeah.
At least at the time of this videoing, no, that has not happened.
Okay, well, but even so we looked into it prior, and you didn't think it had. So even as of today,
you're right.
Yeah. So,
because when I had gotten it the first time, it's still there, but not. It hasn't done that separation thing, so that's good.
Yes,
that is good.
Yes. So that would account for some footsteps and for some movement, and certainly the creepy feeling. All of that can be, and that can also be. So I know we talk about grids a lot. I don't know how much we've said about what a grid is.
We haven't talked a lot about what they are, other than that they can be really messed up.
Yes. So I'm gonna get teachy on you right now. So a grid, they're also called veils. It's the line between the dimensions, and a grid is everywhere, outside, inside. We people even have grids within us, and when they get messed up, you can get really and they get messed up from really low vibrational energy, a lot of fighting, a lot of anger, a lot of real depression and sad, any of those big, strong emotions that are kind of like what's that? A roller coaster.
A roller coaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they will mess up the grids. Things can come in and out of the grids from other dimensions.
When a grid is messed up, it could be as simple as just a warping.
Yep.
Or as dramatic as ripped apart.
Yep.
Yeah.
And here I haven't felt doorway yet, which I will look for now. I was not looking.
Okay.
But definitely really like warp, like I could see where people might have It can also drug you. I mean, all kind when it comes to grids. I'm not saying here, but I'm just saying in general
with grids. Yeah.
Any kind of instability, real instability. So if there's a lot of alcohol or drugs or whatever, the grids, so
it takes a toll on them.
Yeah, and the energy just builds that low vibration, and so there you go. There's your teaching moment for those of you who want a teaching moment.
Yeah, I want to go back to the poltergeist for a minute.
Yes, please.
There's within that poltergeist, you had mentioned that the footsteps that they've already mentioned from that. The poltergeist could also be knocking on things, knocking things over.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Doors or cupboards opening or closing. It can be
very disruptive.
From a poltergeist can do that kind of stuff. So
very, very disruptive.
Yeah. So we'll see if any of that happens throughout this.
Okay.
All right.
Completely to zip.
Do we need to change batteries? You got a battery?
No, it's battery.
So I could barely hear.
Yeah.
Like draining batteries. Is that?
Yep.
And that can happen from effed up grids.
Yeah.
Are you here with us?
Just that low vibration just sucks it. It's not always like
You
an
hear that?
intelligent being that does it.
Can you come closer? Is that you trying to talk to me?
he has some sort of earphones with a microphone or something.
I think that's his microphone.
Did somebody
So
kill
he's
you?
Feeling into the energy maybe in the room. Like he doesn't have a gadget on him.
Did your boyfriend kill you?
No. But he was a
Did
creep.
you commit suicide?
Not directly,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
I will say.
What the hell was that?
I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Something. Something just made me like dizzy.
Oh, okay. You want me to stop it?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's why I said I keep hearing that faint voice, but I don't know where it's coming from.
This used to be her bedroom.
Cassie, was this your bedroom? You trying to get us in here?
Mm-mm.
I think what I was feeling was that whirling dervish sensation.
Better now?
Yeah.
It's like it took a breath or something. It's weird.
That's
Perfect.
creepy because if she was being choked,
Yeah.
it'd be like a gasping.
That's what it sounded like.
Cassie, if you was murdered, was it staged to look like a suicide? If you're out in that hallway, even if it's not Cassie and it's somebody else, can you touch Josh and let us know that you're here with us?
Did you hear that?
It's unbelievable.
Sean, keep talking. Let me just shoot down the hallway.
There is somebody in this house. Can you tell me what your name is? We're just here to get answers for Cassie's mom.
I get a really weird, like I'm really trying to focus in on
Do you hear that?
something I'm getting
What was
there.
it?
Like a voice.
If it's like a spirit that's sort of like
The voice is
up
so
against a
faint, it's hard to make out exactly what they're
or-
saying.
Yeah, that's what I said. I kept hearing that woman, like a woman or girl's voice, but it sounds like it's like so far back in the distance.
See, that could be the poltergeist.
Could be.
You have something to say?
It
Could be
could also be
residual.
residual energy from
Yeah.
past trauma or past,
Cassie, do you miss sitting out in the garage and smoking a cigarette?
yeah,
She was in a bad relationship.
yeah. I don't miss the cigarettes, but I miss all the laughter.
Josh, it's right here, ain't it?
No, it's right here. That TV shut off, Sean.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
That TV should be on that timer.
Uh-uh.
See, and that could be poltergeist activity too.
Okay, we're
because
down in the
it just
basement.
wreaks havoc on
Yeah.
what's going
If there's
on.
anyone down here with us, please give us a sign of your presence. Cassie Ray, is that you?
I noticed a drastic change in the energy
Yes.
in the basement.
Agreed.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Can you hit something really hard for me?
Do you want to talk about that? You want me to stop it? I'm gonna stop it.
Yeah, we can stop it. I'm hoping we picked up on the same energy change, but I get such a lighter feeling in the
Me
basement,
too.
which is usually not
Yes.
the case.
Very much.
A lot of times a basement is where energy will gather and it's so heavy, but this basement to me feels so light and airy. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely. I get the same thing.
Yeah. Don't think that poltergeist goes to the basement
No,
at all.
No. And so really thinking that the mother, the poltergeist is attached to, or is because of, or however you want to look at that, she probably doesn't go down there very often.
Yeah, very possible. Very possible.
She's not hanging out
Yeah.
there because it would be a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there would be a lot of energy.
So that was weird.
Yeah, it felt
That was
good.
weird.
It was like whoosh.
Yeah.
It was like a relief
Yes.
from that really heavy smothering. Well, you get the whirling thing. I got more of just ugh.
Just that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of like the difference between walking through a really humid outdoors, and then you step into a really nice, cool,
Yes.
dry, air-conditioned room.
Yeah. So here's another. So the higher the vibration, the lighter, the more beautiful it is. The lower the vibration, the ugly. And if you can imagine, we kind of like to say that there are two main frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
There's love and there's fear.
Mm-hmm.
And all of our emotions and everything are within those two. So this basement definitely is right in there on the love line.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not super high vibrational, but
No.
it's in there on the love line, where the rest of the house is way in the fear
Mm-hmm.
vibration.
Definitely,
And
yeah.
so it was like, whoo,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, is that a pool table or
Looks like a pool
hockey
table,
or
yeah.
something? Yeah, so.
All right. Ooh, I don't want to fat finger it.
We've done that.
Did you hear that? Female said yes.
Josh,
Hear that?
Okay, tell me if I'm gonna run into something. Cassie, your family said that you like to come down here and play pool. I don't know if you're able to or not, but can you move any of these pool balls?
So I do get that she goes there. But she's
Swear to
not.
God, I'm hearing like a
she
girl's
has crossed
voice
all the
in
way
that.
over, so
Oh,
That's a
Josh,
place
someone's touching my pad. Hurry.
could be comfortable.
Please don't be a spider. Right here. No, get your ass back here.
No, it's a cord.
What?
There's a cord
Where?
right there. Here, take
Oh, that was great.
Oh, jeez.
And if you've ever wandered around in the dark, you totally get that.
Oh, totally.
Cassie, I hope
Yes.
you come out if you're here to talk to us.
And it would make sense she would go to the basement with the high vibration that it's or higher.
And I know that your
Higher.
was
Yeah.
abusive to you and didn't like you talking to other guys, but he can no longer hurt you.
And it's different talking to a spirit who's crossed all the way over and talking to an earthbound spirit.
Wasn't there something that
Very
people
different.
used to use, like
Yeah.
water, somehow to like communicate with spirits? Because that's weird. Because remember at the sanatorium we just did, you had all the rain
Water's a
and stuff with
conduit.
driven water, and we were getting those freaking voices. And with this, it sounds like, because you can hear the drips, but then you hear what sounds like voices. So I'm just wondering if
I think,
spirits are
again,
able
it's
to like communicate.
The brain
Let's go find out where that's at.
trying to make sense of the noise and makes it into words,
Right.
that kind of thing. But water is a conduit. It does help.
Sean, we'll set that
It
chair
really
up back
holds a
here,
vibration.
Go ahead and say it.
and you stay back
Go
here
ahead and say it.
tonight.
Why wouldn't you say
Help me find the water. It is f***ing dark down here.
that? Thank you. No, do your left. Oh, shit. Yeah, keep going straight.
Okay, I can hear the water dripping.
Here's the water.
Oh yeah, now I can. Yeah.
Josh, it's just a pump. We'll pump it out.
Are you able to communicate through water?
What I'm also getting is that water, the fact that it's running,
Mm-hmm.
kind of helps to keep stuff clear.
Oh.
Not a lot, like not just but around it. Anyway.
What if something jumped up through this water? Would you guys help me or would you run?
They'd run.
Are you able to communicate through water? Let me see your camera for a second, Sean.
No, certainly not her. There's a whole difference when you cross all the way over.
Yeah.
How you communicate, what you
Something
communicate,
just-
why
were you
you
recording?
communicate is all very different.
That's what's the matter.
Oh shit.
Whoa, what happened?
Something touched my arm just like that.
Josh, there's a shelf. That's why I sat right here. Look, if you rock through like that.
See, I'm getting that spirit again that's kind of quiet,
Yeah,
kind
right.
of hanging back
I
here
was
too.
just picking up on something. Yeah.
Yeah,
rock
I
is
felt it
upstairs.
upstairs, and now I'm feeling it down here as well.
The door.
Cassie, if you can hear me, I just want to tell you that I'm truly sorry for what happened.
They said that they see you back in that corner. Can you set our device off? If you walk back there, it'll light up for us.
Nobody should
Typically, spirits will
ever have
cross
to
all the
go
way
through
over.
that.
They're not like the whole.
And your mom misses you a
They
lot.
just don't do those 3D things very much.
Your sister
Like they're not going to set off
that we
the
talked to
little
misses
readers.
you a
Right.
lot.
Walk over towards that light and let us know you're here.
There's something else down there. It
So if there's
feels
anything you want
Masculine,
us
yes.
to be able to
Yes.
tell your mom, you can talk to me. My name's Sean. I got 2 brothers that's upstairs, Josh and Rocky. Is that you? If that's you talking, I can barely hear you. If you can tap on something, tap once for yes and twice for no. Did you commit suicide?
Are you out here with us?
There's just energy, there's sound coming through the dimensions, but it's not Cassie.
Yeah.
It's not even at the moment or whatever. It's coming through because
Is that?
the grids are all effed up and stuff is coming, even though they're
Did
down
you
to the
listen
basement,
to a lot of
with that
music?
water dripping, it
Right.
kind of helps.
Music is
Yeah.
a really good outlet
That's what I get.
when we're going
So that
through something.
that male energy,
I'm gonna stop.
Kind of like an escape.
that male energy that we're both picking
Yeah.
up on. I'm wondering if that isn't just a piece of someone. If it's a shattered piece, or it feels more than residual, but I'm not picking up on like a full
Full conscious.
spirit, like someone who is earthbound that didn't cross over.
I can't quite get a hold of it. It's kind of slippery.
Slippery is a good term.
Slippery.
Good
He's
term.
kind of slippery.
Okay. All right. So we're kind of on the same.
Yeah.
Kind of on the same page there then.
All right.
Oh, shit. That water pump just turned on and scared the shit out of me.
They're all pretty sensitive. All these. Apparently, they're all brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's still in the basement.
I don't know what he has the headphones on for. What I'd
That's
like to
definitely
know
a voice.
what is happening with that. But I like that they're really
I'm gonna walk slow
feeling
over here.
into
Really?
what's happening.
I wonder if they're
You want me to
communicating
go out
with
to
the
the
other
garage?
brothers that are, because they said there were other brothers
Oh.
upstairs.
Maybe.
I wonder if that's what that
And
is.
this guy doesn't have them on, I don't think, unless he has.
She said it would probably
little
take
earbuds
Cassie a little while to get comfortable with us.
Oh,
'Cause she was
Cassie's
shy.
not there.
Dude, that was definitely a voice.
I think there's a lot of
Couldn't make
residual.
it out that time.
I definitely think this area, there's 2 back bedrooms
I'm
in the
gonna stop it.
basement.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I think I already said it, so I'm not going to. I don't know. I'm not gonna say a whole bunch, but there was dysfunction in this home, and that's attributing to a lot of what they're getting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of all I want to say. I don't want to go in too far to that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. There hasn't been enough information for me to like spill the beans. What we got earlier.
Right.
But I will say that much, and the reason I say that is for just education on how this all works with the grids, with the energy, why it's there, how it continues with the poltergeist, etc. All of that stuff
Yeah.
is contributing to a lot of this stuff that they're getting. Again, there could be more going on there that we're not picking up on. Excuse me, picking up
Sure.
on. You know, if we focus one way, something else could be coming through or whatever.
Which is exactly why you don't do this kind of stuff alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
And there's 4 of them there, and they're going to have 4 different
Yep. Experiences.
experiences of what's happening. So,
Yeah.
bravo for them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
If so, right now when we're watching this, I know we've talked about this before, but we're watching this, and when I say feeling into it, it's more than just feeling. We're using all of our clairs there, but that's divided time.
Yeah.
So when prior to doing this and we sit with it, we are all there. And this is, and we're learning how to do this too. How to watch this, to sort of be in 2 places at once.
It can be tricky.
Can be tricky. So prior to these, we're all in. When we go to a place like that, we're all in. And there is, you can pick up a lot more during those, when you're not, when your brain isn't separated.
Right. Yeah. Because this
And-
is a lot of 3D
Yeah.
to take in and ignore.
Yes, that's why they do this, and sometimes we do too, in the dark. We don't always. We'll leave the lights on, it doesn't matter to us, but a lot of times you do that, it's for that sensory deprivation, so
Right.
you can pick up on things. So,
It helps.
all right.
Okay.
I don't know if I answered the
Have a
question.
different
the reason I
feel to
stopped it, but-
I'll just go out to the garage and see what's happening.
Did you get anything? We're gonna run a session real quick.
You know, I was sitting there thinking, you know, if
Oh,
that voice
God,
is
what do
like
we-
so faint, which I can't remember. Remember we was somewhere and it was like we couldn't hardly hear them. Did somebody just whistle?
I know, I can hear anything over that
Yeah.
noise. Okay, this is gonna be hard. I'm just
Now,
tossing that out
in
there.
SB7 mode.
Oh, God.
Cassie, can you hear us? Yes. Cassie, can you tell us who hurt you? commit suicide. Cassie Ray, how did you die? Cassie, did it kill you? If he killed you, how did he do it?
You're getting contradictory because it's not her.
Cassie, your family wants to know, did you commit suicide? Yes or no?
First, for me, or for us, whatever,
Right.
that was her communicating. That's not her.
Cassie, if you committed suicide, why did you kill yourself?
Right there is fine.
Can you tell us if there's any other spirits inside this house? What spirits are here? Let's do back towards where the mask is on.
It's just so discombobulated, the response.
I shut down. I can't over this noise.
I'm getting the
Cassie, we know your ashes are in this closet. Can you come talk to us?
I'm getting the poltergeist.
Okay.
It has a lot more involved than maybe we thought, and is giving all of this.
Out of here.
Oh.
Who told us to get out of here?
Is using,
Okay.
is using the energy
Cassie Ray,
around
can you talk to us?
speak. Possibly. Oh.
Considering who
Oh, I'm
created the poltergeist.
Cassie, your
makes
mom
sense.
misses you.
Yeah.
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 I also think that entity or person, that masculine energy that we were picking up on,
Yeah.
is part of this.
Is part of the poltergeist?
Is part, yes. Well, not the poltergeist itself, but calling them in, having them go back there.
Oh, what they're hearing.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could buy that.
There's like a game going on or something. I don't know how to explain this.
Well, I understand what she means.
She
You probably
speaks
don't.
Pam. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Darn. I wish I'd have picked up on that. That
Yeah.
noise just totally took me out of my
Yeah.
channel.
So, I'd like to sit for a minute and just, I mean, we can turn this back on. I'm going to take these out,
Okay.
and then you let me know, because I want to feel it. I want to know what's going on here.
Okay.
All right. So you can go ahead, yeah.
Your sister misses you. This room is definitely dark, I mean colder, don't you think? Cassie, do you stay in this room?
So there are a couple spirits there.
Okay.
Yeah. There is, I'm not going to say protector spirit, but a spirit there that means no harm.
Okay.
that's who we felt, I believe, that that male energy that kind of stayed back.
Mm-hmm. So is that an earthbound spirit?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I get, there are, okay, now I'm getting two other spirits that they're not real powerful. They haven't been like maybe dead for a long time, but they've wandered in through the screwed up grids and feed off this poltergeist, feed off that energy, and they're the ones yammering.
That so totally lands.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening.
So that poltergeist is like a beacon
Yes.
to those other.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
It was created through, well,
Yeah.
I can't go there,
Yeah.
but it is bringing toward what happens a lot. We've talked about this. Like attracts like.
Mm-hmm.
The reason it was created, the type of turmoil that's happening that created it,
Right.
is drawing in entities with that same trauma and wounding these earthbounders. So there are a couple of them in there, and there's one.
Okay.
I think they got a name Mike.
Yes.
Right? Did I hear? I heard you say it
Yes.
out loud.
Yeah. I said, "Who's this
Okay.
Mike?"
Right. He is the one that was kind of staying back.
Okay.
He's not really a protector, but he's kind of there. I think he kind of thinks that he's protecting. You get those once in a while. They think they're protecting. They're really not doing a whole lot, but they think they are. So in his mind,
Mhm.
he's there to try and like keep the peace or keep things. A peacemaker. Peacemaker more than protector. Peacemaker.
I feel like he is somehow really connected to the house, to the family.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Where the other two are not.
Correct.
They're just
Mm-hmm.
drifters, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you all know I had to pull myself out of the 3D from here so I could figure out for myself what was going on.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. This Mike sounds like someone attached to the family who has passed on. He's not crossed all the way over though. He is an earthbound spirit, but he's not. He's not an angry guy. He's not a what? It's more of a. He believes his job is to stay with the family. His job is to.
I'm feeling that now.
Yeah, it's not quite a protection, but he thinks he's protecting.
Yeah, when he died, he made the choice
To stay with his family.
to be there for the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's seeing what's going on, and he's trying to help control. He's trying to help keep things from getting too out of hand. It's kind of out of his control, but he's doing his best. And sometimes he makes, there's some things. I don't want that to go down. So that's what's going on. So yes,
Okay.
now I'm picking up the poltergeist and like 3 others. That Mike,
Yeah.
who's peacemaker, protector dude, and then two others. Who were drawn in because they have the same
Woo!
wounding and trauma that we just coined a new phrase as this poltergeist, and like attracts like, and so they came in, they were pulled in almost because of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew, that was gonna drive me nuts. So thank you all for letting me walk through that.
Thank you. That was great to know because
Yeah.
things make a little more sense for
Yeah.
me now.
Don't they? Good. I like when it lands for her. It lets me know I'm on the right track.
What did he use to hurt you? Cassie, do you know who found your body? Not like it said daughter. Cassie, are you at peace?
Yes, it is.
You said something.
Yeah, I swear, That's where I heard it say.
You want to ask something?
So the she scared, that part of it, she was scared in life.
Okay, well, shut that off real quick.
Make it permanent.
Yeah, because me and Rocky will take the
Whew.
SLS camera today. Okay, so right now Sean's
Nice.
out in the garage, the area where they see Cassie. He's running a necrophonic app, trying to communicate with her, and Rocky and I are going to do a sweep with the SLS camera. See if we can document anything inside the house.
Oh, someone mentioned an SLS camera.
They did.
Yeah, so
And
now
we get to
I want
see
to get
it.
back by
Yeah.
that, her urn.
Your mom says she sees you.
Oh, poor mom. She wants so badly to see her. Oh, that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell that was?
Cassie, can you come out so we can see you, please? Oh my God. It's right
I have to
above
put my
her
glasses
ashes.
on to see this. So
Dude,
they're
that is
saying that's a
literally right
spirit
above her
there?
ashes.
Huh. Interesting.
Cassie, come back,
Yeah.
please. We didn't mean to scare you. I
It's
think
not-
you're
it's
used to
those,
us
those
now.
other entity things that are there. They're very traumatized.
Dude, that's crazy.
Very
Yeah,
traumatized.
right.
And I didn't even think to look to see if there was actually something there or not. I was just watching the.
Me too.
That's weird.
Oh, there.
It's
Okay.
her ashes are sitting right above, on top of something. So they're not like on the floor.
So I really get
Cassie,
that.
I'm waving at you. Can you wave at me?
Yeah, mom is really attached to those ashes, so there's a lot of
scare you?
energy right in there,
Yeah.
and that's all I'm gonna say. Because that's all I'm gonna say about
You can
that.
come back over here.
Cassie, can you see Josh in the bedroom? Yes. Is he close to your ashes?
Where did you go? We heard stuff in this room. Are you in here? Can you go sit on that bed? It's sitting on something. Looks like it's laying there almost. Are you laying there?
That's
creepy.
really funny. Yes. Almost
Thank
like
you,
a weird,
Cassie,
like
if that's you.
when you kind of squish a spider and it doesn't quite go, and its
Uh-huh.
legs are going all over.
That's creepy.
Show me real ghosts any day.
Yeah.
That thing is just creepy.
Yeah.
We got 2 baby monitors set up, one in the basement and one in the bedroom where Cassie's ashes are.
I think that was, well, it was either poltergeist,
Holy crap.
Mhm.
Cassie,
that
are you
energy
there?
of poltergeist, or those other that's showing up on that creepy machine thing.
The alarm right behind me just went off. Cassie, can you hear me? This is Sean. What's your name? Did you pass away in this house? Can you tell me who killed Cassie?
Well, the 2 rooms that we felt something in, we got something in. Okay, so right now I'm inside the house. Rocky's going to run another spirit box session. I've got the FLIR camera, and Sean is going to go outside.
Oh no, more of that spirit box thing. Ah.
Freaking scary. I'm going to go back
Is that
to
what he
where
said?
her ashes are.
Yeah.
And see if we can document.
Hopefully it's a different one though.
Yeah. Gosh, that hurts.
Do one thing, it'd creepy back here.
Okay, so they have an SLS and a FLIR.
Cassie, are you in here with me?
Ow. Good. I don't think it's much longer. There's not much longer to do.
I think I hear you. Is that you, Cassie? Can you say Cassie? Cassie, can you tell me how you died?
Waiting for Bluetooth connecting. Overall.
Turn
I've
it-
got another camera here that'll hopefully pick you up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Cassie, did you take your own
Oh
life?
my god. It can't be much longer. This is almost over.
What happened that day?
I'm sorry all the physical and emotional abuse you went through. I don't know if you killed yourself that night or if somebody killed you. We're just trying to help your family find some answers. Are you able to knock on something?
Yep. On our door back there.
Cassie, you took your own life. Why did you do it? Cassie, was that you that we seen above your ashes?
When you did come, I knew I would get too emotional, so I exited. First time we ever had anything happen here was the night before Cassie died, and there was a knock at the door, and Tina came to get me, and there was nobody there. One time that I was out here when it happened, we were sitting in the garage like we always do, and there was like a knock at the door. But when we went out, the ground was covered with snow,
I
and
think that's that Mike.
there was no footprints,
Peace
nobody
Maker
around,
protector
nothing
guy.
there.
Cassie's name came over
Yeah,
multiple
that
times,
lands.
and then the name Mike came over, and I'm not for sure how Mike fits into all
Wait,
this.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike, that was, I said, I think there may be 3 entities here, and Mike
he's
is
smart.
my stepson's father. Mike would be comfortable being
Oh.
here, or Cassie would be comfortable being here because this is the safe place. Mike passed away
Oh.
about 2 years ago, I believe.
That's strange
Oh,
that Mike would come across
Okay.
and
I mean, he
She
needs to
would
be
come
crossed over,
across.
but still.
Yes.
Kind of
That's-
doesn't surprise me that. I wondered if Mike would be here.
Tina, she intentionally didn't tell us his name just to see if it would come across, which is good because that helps validate the names that we do get. And I think a lot of the stuff we picked up was, out in the garage area and then back
talking
in the
to the
2
father, right?
far
Cassie's
back
father.
bedrooms.
Isn't that what
I
it
thought-
said?
I thought
Across the
that's what it
away
said,
from each
yeah.
other. What are your thoughts about what happened the night that she passed away?
I do believe that she committed suicide. I think that she had a lot of issues. She was on and off depression medicines. I think she was in a bad relationship. I think this was the only choice that nobody could take away from her. So while I think
Yeah.
she was
That validates a lot of what
broken
we
down, because young people aren't good at relationships. I wasn't either when I was young. I don't think that he killed her. directly. You know, I mean, I think if you break somebody down enough,
Yeah.
you only leave them one option. But
Mm.
so, but I don't think he physically did it.
All right.
It didn't show any defensive wounds.
Ah, no defensive. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
we thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Poor
I think.
dad. Oh.
I think we're done.
God.
Yeah?
Yes, that just breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, so he validated some things that we picked up on as well. I think we said a little bit throughout the video, and I'm not going to say any more. If the family were to contact us, I don't, know why they would, but we would, could do that. But
Yeah.
so we did get go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, interesting that he thought there were 3 entities in the house.
Yes.
And there were 3.
Yeah.
None of them Cassandra, but
Right.
3.
3 and the poltergeist, which he didn't say, but yes, that we picked up on 3 and the
Yeah.
poltergeist.
I did get that name Billy.
Oh.
One of those 2
Okay.
drifters, if
Mhm.
you will. He felt younger, young adult-ish.
Definitely from that area, like within somewhere
Somewhere
close to that
close.
house.
Yeah.
Somewhere they both.
Yeah, had a very traumatic life.
Yep.
And he may have been in, I think that was Cassie's room, where we saw that icky
Yes.
spider-looking
Yeah.
figure. That may have been him.
Okay.
I definitely felt him though in the
Okay.
basement at one point.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we think we answered the 3 questions. Was Cassie killed or did she commit suicide? We both believe suicide.
Suicide. Mhm.
Did her children see her do it? No. No. And that didn't come up at all in here that I remember.
No.
But we picked that up prior. That she had children
Yeah.
and they
no,
did not witness
They were not
anything.
witness to that event.
No, she made sure of that. Even though she, suicide is such a devastating thing. You're really just thinking of yourself, but there's a
If even that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But prior to that, she thought, oh, my kids would be better without me because I'm just not a great person, and they'd be better off without me, etc. They did not. She wasn't like angry with them, so I'm going to do this in front of them.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't anything like that at
Mhm.
all. And then is she still in the
Still
home?
in the home.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Although I will say, yes, I agree. She does visit the home, and
And she could certainly have some soul pieces there because it was
yes,
a lot of dysfunction.
yeah, she could definitely have soul pieces there.
Yeah.
At some point in the family's healing process, they will be able to feel her
Yeah.
in her high vibrational state that
Yes.
she's now in.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And that'll help her heal.
Yes.
So that
It will.
not just the karma she created, but that grief, that regret that you take with you,
Yeah.
that
Definitely.
needs to be healed for her. And if she can be a part of the family healing, everybody heals.
Everybody heals.
And that
Yeah.
would be beautiful. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Wow.
I don't know. Should we, quickly, I guess, what we would do if we were there?
Oh,
Definitely get those grids all fixed up.
definitely.
And
get
I
the
know we
grids
make it sound
fixed.
like way easier or way quicker. That it's
Yeah.
not a super quick thing, but we'd have to get those cleared up.
Well, the 2 drifters.
Yeah, they would go pretty easy. We could
get
over
them
pretty
crossed
easy.
over. Mike.
It would take a little more talking to him.
It would.
You'd be talking to him for a little bit, but you'd get him to go over because it's really best for if he knew how much better it was for the family. Yes.
Cassie tries. Yeah. She tries. If someone were to go to the house, like us, to cross him over,
Oh, Cassie be right
Cassie
there
would
helping.
be right there encouraging him. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Doesn't she have beautiful energy?
She is.
She's
she really
she's
is.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
She's absolutely beautiful.
Breathtaking.
Yes.
The amount
And-
of love that,
yes.
that comes from her.
And
So.
this poltergeist,
Ugh.
the host, the
Woo.
living person that has created this poltergeist needs grief therapy,
Yes.
needs lots of therapy.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say. I know more. We're not going to go
Yeah.
into that. We promised we wouldn't, because that would not be, that's
No.
bad to do that.
So, but it could most definitely be dealt with.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So.
well, thank you
Wow.
for tuning in. That was
Yes.
fabulous. Keep recommending.
Yes, we love your suggestions.
Yes, and we're getting better with this whole 3D multi-dimensional thing
We are.
at the same time.
We are.
It's
It can
not
be
always easy for us.
challenging, especially with those loud
Yes. Oh, yes.
box
Those are
things,
horrible.
but
Yes.
that's okay.
Yes.
So.
And if you want a specific clip, send us a specific clip.
Yes.
Too, not just.
Yes, and you can send that to our email
Yeah.
at theconsciousspirit.net.
Yes. Well, that's our website.
Oh, that's our website.
TCSEverydayPsychics@gmail.com.
That's the
Either way, you can get to our email. It's okay. It all gets there.
It
All right.
does.
And don't forget to go back to that little small clip, that 3-minute clip,
Yes.
where we are giving giveaways.
Yes. Put your comment or your question
down below on that thread,
yep.
and we'll enter you.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Time sensitive for
Yes.
Sunday, January 2nd, 2022.
Have
Okay.
a safe and fabulous new
Yes.
year, and we'll see you in the new year.
Yes. Happy New
Okay,
Year.
Happy New Year.
Be safe.
Bye.